Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our Amazon page. Please remember to shop Amazon, and when you do, go to MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon or click the Amazon link on our website. It's the best way to shop and the best way to support this program. Now, on with the show.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Oscar, do you remember when we parted yesterday and we said goodbye and you went on your way and I went on mine?
Yeah, the chow chows.
Yeah, it was wonderful, except now, today I'm stupider than when you last saw me.
Why?
Because last night I watched the Talking Dog show.
Talking dogs.
Yeah, Downward Dog.
Is it like talking Tmos?
It's not like that at all.
Is it the dog show after the dog show?
It's not the dog show. No, it's not the dog show after the parade show either. It's a new sitcom. I want to talk about it, but I really do feel it stole about 10 or 15 IQ points.
Awesome.
It's horrible. But
What network?
it was on the American Broadcast Company. Yeah.
Just wanna make
it
sure.
had a cushy time slot after the season finale of Modern Family. So I'm sure a lot of people watch Talking Dog Show.
Speaking of cushy, do you mind pulling my volume down just a little bit?
Oh, on your headphones?
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe I'm yelling.
No, you're not yelling. You're
I'm
fine.
excited.
No. I realize when I sit on that side of the board for some of the projects we work on.
Yes.
That, and just for perspective
And
at
when
home.
you do that, do you nervously adjust all the headphone volumes like as a
No,
habit?
I'm actually a professional. I turn down all the headphones so there's no bleed to the other shows.
Understood.
Oh, okay, that explains it all.
Yes. I don't like people hearing themselves on the mic as they're doing the show.
I love when he stops the bleeding.
Yes. So for perspective, Mike has DJ ears, like long, like real wizened broadcaster ears,
Oh,
right?
yeah. All the high end is gone.
Yes.
Can't hear a single female talk.
Rob has the same type of ears, just not he doesn't have as many miles underneath those headphones.
Yeah, about 20 years less,
Right?
probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if we're looking at a dial 1 to 10 on the volume level, Rob is roughly at, I would say, a 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
I'll take that.
Mike is at a 10.
Yeah, topped off.
And I'm a 2.
Pony is at -3.
Yes.
I think I'm 1/2.
Yeah,
So-
Pony calls me from his home and says, "Can you not talk so loud?"
Well, and the reason why I'm at 2, I'm not any better than you guys, is because at a younger age, I remembered the afternoon DJ on WHFS, which is a heritage rock station here in DC.
Wonderful station.
I put on his headphones and said, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
He said, "I'm gonna save your ears right now, kid." And I might have been 21, and I said, "All right." He said, "When you learn how to broadcast," and I'm still working on that.
Right. We all are.
But when you learn how to broadcast, what you're going to do is turn your level down because you won't have to hear yourself as much as you would as a younger broadcaster.
You're right. You're absolutely
Yes.
right. And also, you have an advantage because you are a hunk of time younger than me. You're part of the earbud generation, whereas I was part of the headphone generation.
I would say the earbud generation has a disadvantage because they're blowing their ears out inside their ear.
But what about the Walkman generation that was wearing the big over-the-ear headphones, listening to AM radio? What? I know, but still, I was listening to loud music, and everyone said, "Turn it down, you're going to ruin your ears."
Yeah, but it's different when you do this on a regular basis. Say you have a 4 or 5 hour show during the week.
Right.
That's 5 hours a week. That's 5 days a week. Maybe you have a weekend show.
Right.
If somebody has earbuds in, which can still destroy your hearing.
Right.
I mean,
it's
when you're
sound to
wearing
sound.
them. Yeah, you're wearing them to run or on the bus, right? They're not 4-hour blocks.
I just know that there is
5-hour blocks a day.
in our family room, we have an L-shaped sofa.
Yes.
Which is Spanish for the shaped sofa. It's an L-shaped sofa, and every time I come into the room, everyone vacates the side of the sofa closest to the TV because they want me to sit there, because if I sit further away, the TV is going to be too loud for everybody.
That's
Carrie
rough.
says, "You can sit here." I said, "I'm fine over here." She said, "You can sit here."
When do you think you're going to get the little guys in the ears?
Hearing aids?
Yes.
Probably in 15 years. Because my dad got his
15. Your dad wasn't a broadcaster. You're already your hearing's already almost gone.
What?
If you're sitting right next to the TV.
Well, no, and also I just like it louder.
No, it's only normal volume for you.
Right.
So do you see what I'm saying?
Maybe I'll just skip the hearing aids and get the big Bob Hope headphones.
Well, no, I have. Look,
Hey, I'm watching Wheel of Fortune.
I have two things for you, and I'm going to
Okay.
derail the
You're
show.
fine.
I
You're
apologize. It's
100%
just what I
fine.
do. Is A, your hearing aids are going to be better. My
Yes.
dad got a few put in the last trip he was in town, and I barely noticed them, and I didn't have to yell at him anymore. And
Right.
by the way, my dad not really great at hearing his entire life, or he just pretended not to hear me.
I was going to say,
Probably the latter.
are they hearing aids or listening aids?
Yes. It's also great if you're that age and you know that the person is going to give up on the conversation if you ask them to repeat enough times that
Yeah,
okay,
right.
you know what? Never mind, I'll just do it myself.
Yeah.
So that works for them. Two, you wear the fighter mask to go to bed with sleep apnea.
Yes.
There is a new pacemaker, and I call it a pacemaker because it's built on pacemaker technology.
Right.
That they put in your body so you don't have to wear the mask, and it's more effective than the mask.
That's going to help with my hearing?
That was going to help with your actual sleep apnea.
Okay, well, I'll take that.
2 upgrades.
I carry.
Does the mask work on you?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
It does. It does.
I would lie to your doctor and say no, so then you don't have to wear the mask. They'll put that.
Well,
little
I don't wear it
pacemaker
all
in.
the time. But
What do you mean all the time?
I haven't been wearing it for a few months.
Months.
Yeah, it's
You're gonna die in your sleep.
Well, yeah, but no one will
We
hear
got
about
one
it.
guy. By the way, Mike is on assignment with the surgeon right now.
Right,
Just,
right.
just if you're wondering where he's at, he'll be back in.
Oh,
a
I
few
thought he
weeks.
was just letting us talk.
No, he's on assignment.
Oh, he's not here.
And assignment with the surgeon, hopefully not God. So I would say this. that
Assignment with God.
yeah, Roger Ailes has passed, by the way.
Yes.
I know a lot of people mourning his loss. All right, moving on.
Interns are cheering.
Yeah. God, come on, Rob.
I know, that's horrible.
So I'll say this.
Yes.
For you, I see a story about. I see my father with the little earbuds, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't look like you've got something.
Yeah, my
going
dad
on.
has them as well.
But they're
Yeah.
so small.
They
so
are.
small, right? And then I see the story 2 nights ago on the news where I'm like, man, that pacemaker. If you hate wearing that mask, and by the way, I believe that sleep apnea does save people. The mask does save people's lives,
It
right?
does, yes.
But that pacemaker, that means you don't have to put on a mask.
But how does the pacemaker work? Because what the mask does is it forces air in your face.
Yes.
So it's forcing air in your face. And so what happened is they timed me or they tested me.
How
and I-
long are you not breathing when you're within your sleep? How many seconds do you go just
Like 1.5, 2 seconds sometimes.
Okay.
But it was the amount of those times.
Yes.
It was like over 200 a night, I think.
Yeah, just too many, right?
Right. Although my snoring has been better, so it's actually been better.
So the pacemaker basically,
shock?
it sends a signal, electric signal, to your tongue
From Commissioner Gordon.
to get your tongue out of the way of your airway.
Really?
Yes.
But you see, that's really not the problem. And I don't know if we discussed this in detail when I had my sleep study, but I was horribly embarrassed because this lovely Indian doctor who was so capable and she actually tested for sleep so many people in my neighborhood. I got a call from a neighbor and said, "Is there a Groupon or something? Because all of you are getting sleep studies." I said, "No, we're getting
Groupon?
Yeah, because she saw like 10
I
people
don't know
in the
if
neighborhood.
I'm excited to see a doctor with a Groupon.
Well, you don't live in the suburbs where you don't want to be left out. So I want to go in and get wires taped to my face for $30 off. So I went in and did the sleep study, and she ran the stats, and then she took the it's like a funnel, but it's a flashlight, the thing for looking in your ears.
Yeah.
And she squirts the light in my throat. I guess you don't squirt light.
No.
She shined the light in
It's
my
all right,
throat.
man. A lot
and,
going on.
And she said, "Oh, I see what is the problem." And I said, "Oh, what is?" He said, "You have a fat throat."
you gotta start the show.
All right. We'll be back. We'll do the mail after this.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business. From the entertainment capital of the world.
Now, Mark is going to be at the Ice House in Pasadena this Sunday. And in addition to Mark being a comic, he is also the host of a popular podcast.
Oh, hold on. There is no such thing as a popular podcast.
Ooh, zing. Sorry, but actually I got a pretty good listener base. And, I used to do radio, but I prefer podcasting, a lot more freedom.
Oh, so you prefer not to make money?
That's like me preferring to have a small penis. Oh, by the way, if you do have a small penis, you might be eligible to see Miley Cyrus in our contest. Teeny weeny Miley go. You can see the website for details.
Yeah, I'd take a pay cut not to have to say that. Do you think anybody is entertained by this? Maybe before there were choices, but you're losing listeners every day. This isn't interesting. It's not engaging. This is a hostage situation for people who don't have a smartphone. And your format restrictions are ridiculous. Why do you feel compelled to give out the time every 5 minutes? All cars have the time. All computer screens have the time on them. There are clocks everywhere. Yet with OCD-like precision, you are compelled to always give out the time. It's horrendous.
It's 8:25.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, here's Rob.
Live from the Pfeiffer Studios in our nation's capital, this is the Mike O'Mara Show. The Mike O'Mara Show is a worldwide podcast and radio show with loyal listeners who get it. And if you're here, you are in the know.
In the know.
We are on air, on demand, and heard 24/7 on the new TMOS app. Update it now and get our show all day, every day. And you can always reach out and call us at 888-920-MORE. That's 888-920-6673. The Mike O'Mara Show is on now and brought to you by Texture. I love Texture. I have it on I have it on both my iPads, and that's how I keep up with. I read Rolling Stone all the time.
Yeah, you can get any magazine on Texture, especially for those of you who are neat freaks
Yes.
and you're tired of the magazines everywhere.
Hate the clutter.
Look, you can just make this proposal. Say Texture will take all of this away.
Yeah.
And we can use that iPad that we haven't used forever for something that's actually productive.
Right now, we need Texture more than ever. Magazines are such a great source of, information or comic relief, anything. And Texture is the app that gives you unlimited access to over 200 magazines. If you like it, it's on Texture, and they're right there on your tablet or your smartphone. It's totally searchable. There are daily recommendations and exclusive interactive features, videos, and more. You don't get videos in a magazine. They just don't. You can't play them on paper. Texture is normally $9.99 a month, but if you sign up right now at texture.com/TMOS, you can have 14 days free. It gives you access to every magazine you desire for less than a few individual subscriptions, plus the convenience of electronic access. Oscar said it, no clutter. And Texture was one of Apple's top 2016 iPad apps, so start your free trial right now. They are offering our listeners a 14-day free trial when you go to texture.com/TMOS. That's 14 days to try Texture absolutely free when you go to texture.com/TMOS. Get busy reading way more for way less. Remember, texture.com/TMOS.
Nice.
I love it. And you know what? I can read Texture without my glasses because I can zoom in.
Oh, solid.
And I don't need my hearing aids. I love, my dad is so great with his hearing aids, but I love when he gets them out and he's adjusting them. And sometimes I'll hear him. He's like in a car. He's talking to me. And he's, in the parking lot, and I'll hear, wee.
Oh,
He
why?
gets the feedback.
Oh, I've never seen them be adjusted.
Oh,
My dad is so vain, he'll come out with them on. Like he doesn't like people using them, like or seeing them being used.
Sure, yeah.
And I'm like, Dad, you got your little earbuds in? He's like, "Okay."
My dad loves his, but he will turn them down or take them out when there's a lot of kids around.
Really?
Yeah. It helps
Why?
him because it's too noisy.
Too distracting.
Yeah.
Man.
But you know what? They've got different settings. They've got like a restaurant setting that will filter out extraneous noise. It's amazing what they do now.
I feel like that technology could be used for evil.
Well, sure.
Right?
Yeah. How would
Like
you
if
use it for
if you
evil?
want to eavesdrop,
Oh, yeah.
right?
I suppose, yeah.
You get a parabolic mic, you hook it up to that.
Yeah. Well, also remember, if you want to even go more old school, do you remember the episode of Seinfeld where they hired the lip reader to find out what someone across the room was saying about them? Of course. So you can use all that stuff.
I could
for-
totally see that. Speaking of young adults,
Yes.
We have a new intern alert.
Yes.
New intern alert. New intern alert.
From the University of South Carolina. And she interviewed last week, and this is her first day here. This is Emmy Ostrander. Hi, Emmy.
Hi.
Emmy is this is gonna be kind of a trial by fire for her, for those at home, because she gets to meet the crew, sans Mike O'Mara, because Mike O'Mara again has an appointment and he's on assignment with the surgeon, but he'll be back in.
She almost
about a
stormed
week.
out. She almost stormed out when she found out Mike was
no,
not here today.
Mike.
Yeah.
I'm here for the B squad. What the hell? So.
What do you mean Doc is hosting tonight?
Yes, what's going on here? So Emmy I don't know much about you because the guys do the interviewing here. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, that's
so
okay.
the audience and really everyone else can get to know her, right?
Well, sure.
All right, Emmy, what year are you at the University of South Carolina?
I will be a sophomore.
Sophomore.
Yep.
A rising sophomore. Though.
Rising sophomore. What?
Hey, hold on, real
Yes.
quick. Don't hear this. Ask her what her GPA is.
What is your GPA?
I got a 4.0. last
Jesus.
semester.
And why do the smart ones come here?
Well done. Well,
Yeah, it's so weird.
I think they can smell blood in the water. Like one of these guys is going to die, and I can take their job. So that I am not kidding. Could be happening right now.
Right now.
Yeah. Who knows? Emmy.
Yes.
What draws you to broadcasting?
Well, I do radio at the university. Part of the college radio station. It's a big deal. No,
What are your call letters?
Huh?
What are your call letters?
WSE.
That's my three letters.
What? No, 4.
What are the WS?
WUSC.
Oh, WUSC.
WSC.
Wusk, the big
Yeah.
Wusk.
WUSC. What do you play music? Do you a
Yeah.
public radio? What type of music do you guys play?
So we're a non-top 40 station, so it's mostly like indie rock.
Oh, nice.
Very
Alt
cool.
rock.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
that.
man.
That's
WHFS.
Oscar's. That's Oscar's
That's
baseline.
what I grew up in. I'll say this. Although everybody's dying, Chris Cornell,
Yes,
Soundgarden,
I didn't mention him.
R.I.P.
Didn't play him.
Damn it.
Roger Ailes. I'm clear of them
They're
both.
all going too soon.
That's right.
Though, if you're a rocker and you die in your 50s,
He was 49.
that's a good run.
wasn't he?
I round up. I'll say, look, a lot of drugs.
Did he have the
in those
pacemaker?
days. No, he didn't have the pacemaker.
No hearing aids, no sleep
But
apnea.
we'll talk about that. And entertainment news, Emmy.
Yes.
Tell me more about you as a broadcaster. How did you find this internship? Whose cousin or granddaughter or friend or Facebook soulmate sent this over?
So my dad's been listening to you guys since forever. I used to listen to you guys on the way to like soccer practice and stuff. And I was listening on the way back up here.
Yes.
From like moving out, and I heard an advertisement and just sent an email in.
The O'Reilly
Look at that.
promo.
Yeah.
Nice.
How about that? That thing worked. You see-
And Roger Ailes died today.
That's right.
This is perfect.
This is really a perfect
I mean,
storm.
it's not
Yeah.
perfect. You know what I mean. But we're not going to do any of that here.
Send a muffin basket to the Widow Ailes because I believe your comment of him dying making it a perfect day, it might
I
be
don't mean
misinterpreted.
it that way. I'm just saying it's an
Okay.
oxymoron of some sort.
Yeah,
You get it?
yes.
What do you know about the world of podcasting outside of this show?
Very little.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. So we'll be your main focus in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to get into television or print?
No, actually,
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a face for radio, so I think I'm gonna stick with that.
I don't think that's
Oh,
true.
no,
I
it
don't
sounds-
think that's true. You'll find out
wow.
we have some creeps in the audience. They'll try to figure out who you are. Ask Ashley.
See the way she threw that hook out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you caught it good.
Yeah,
right
I
in the
got it
left.
right there.
I stay away from that.
So, are there any topics that you want to broach or you're passionate about at your age?
Any topics?
Yes. Like, do you like climate change, alt rock,
Do you like climate change?
you
ecstasy?
dislike
Like, what are you into?
Mostly just music, just
Okay.
in general.
What are
yeah.
your favorite bands? Give me a couple.
My favorite bands? Oh my gosh. I love Panic at the Disco and My Chemical Romance. So
Oh,
even though-
Two of Julia's favorites.
You know, I think I still have Gerard's cell phone number.
Oh my god.
Yeah, from years ago.
Want to call
He's
him?
probably changed. No, I do not want to call.
Hey,
it.
Gerard, you hear about Roger Ailes?
I used to always think, and for those of you who are not in the know, Gerard,
know.
Gerard from My Chemical Romance, who's the lead singer, they came on the scene like years ago, right?
Is he the guy that he sits at the piano and he wears a very, very nice tuxedo jacket?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I've seen him.
Depends
He's
on what's
a
going on.
good-looking guy, right?
Ash,
Yeah.
do you want to chime in here?
Yeah, I was gonna say that I'm gay, but I think he's hot.
Oh, nice.
I said the same
Yummy.
thing.
But he's a waif like little guy.
Little guy, yeah.
Little guy.
Yeah. He's
and
pony-esque.
I remember being at WHFS Nutcracker.
Yeah.
And him.
Christmas concert, right? Like an all-star
the holiday
Christmas.
It's like the Weenie Rose, not the all acoustic Christmas they used to have on the West Coast, right?
And the K-Rock Jingle Ball.
There you go.
Okay.
So I remember him walking by, and I was like, man, like all you have to do is sing and play piano. You know?
Is piano... Yeah, I'll ask the ladies because I'm curious. I think that
You have long fingers. Good for piano.
I have no coordination. I can, you know what? Here's the damnedest thing, Oscar. I can read music. I know.
You can?
Yes, but I don't
Oh,
have
man.
the coordination to drum or play piano. I can't do it.
Did you ever get on those ivories and try to tickle them?
I try. I tickle a little bit. But I'm wondering for the ladies, which is the sexier instrument for gaining the attention of the fair sex? Guitar or piano?
Oh, that's a great question.
Because
actually.
they both
Let's
have
ask Pony first.
Yeah, Pony, what are you drunk to?
It's neither. It's tambourine. Obviously.
All right.
Quite obviously.
Disregard that answer. Let's start with Ashley.
I'm going to have to go with piano.
All right. Mm-hmm. Solid. Emmy?
Probably the same. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Well, you see, but the rock and roll is the guitarist. That's
But the
thing, right?
guitars.
Yeah.
No, but if they play the piano, that means they're sensitive and have emotions.
And
If
they can
play the
rock
guitar,
out.
They're going to
That's
be
true.
probably be a jerk.
And they're coordinated.
Yes.
I know this. The bass player is not getting laid.
Well, it's not Fallout Boy.
What's wrong
Hey.
with you? Emmy, welcome aboard.
Glad to
Again,
have you. Glad to
I'm
have you.
happy that you have some solid background on the show. So we don't have to tread lightly with the proverbial ball breaking.
Yeah,
'Cause
I think that's true. Yeah.
And your father, what's his name?
Peter.
Peter. Thank you for bringing another to our flock.
We love you, Peter.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
So we will get to the mailbag, but I want to ask a question of you. We were a little slow out of the
gates?
chute, out of
Yes.
the gates today.
Yes.
And your excuse was it was a NyQuil night.
Yeah, I'm on the new NyQuil bandwagon of the Z's.
That's the one
that's non-habit forming.
Sure. I watch you not forming that.
That's a
habit.
lie. That's a complete lie. So just like alcohol or any other drug, the dosages need to get, I guess, larger or higher, right?
I was told by a guy that I used to work with, that most dosages on non-prescription medications
Yes.
are for a 150-pound person. And
Really?
Yeah, so so essentially I could double or even triple the dosages without any problem, but I can see that as a deal. Like, have you ever had a wicked headache and you take 3 aspirin?
Well, you build a tolerance, right?
Yeah, and you do build a tolerance, sure.
So speaking of tolerance, Exhibit A.
Oh, no.
So I used to be able to drink just a little bit of Pedialyte to hydrate myself. And I would say maybe a quarter of the bottle. I'm holding up a little Pedialyte. Not a little guy. This is the full. This is what you would give like a really sick kid, right?
Yeah.
And I used to be able to drink a quarter of this and be like, oh, I've got electrolytes to last me the day.
Yeah.
Now I got
electrolytes
pound
all day.
I got to pound a full 1.1. Oh no, 1 liter. A 1 liter guy of Pedialyte to get good. Get going.
Let me see it.
Yes.
This is orange Pedialyte. Oh, no, what is the flavor? Mixed fruit. May I smell it?
Yes, please.
Of course.
You won't take a swig.
I'll take a sip.
Yeah, please. It's the worst.
It is. It's like Gatorade without sugar.
It is the
It's
worst.
just salty.
It is the worst.
Do you remember, did you ever go to, when you were a little kid, a McDonald's catered birthday party? Some kid has their party at McDonald's, and they serve orange drink out of a bucket.
Yes.
That's what it tastes
Yes,
like. But
it's
with
like
about
jungle juice without alcohol.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
exactly what it is.
It is McDonald's bucket orange drink with about a cup of kosher salt.
Or flat Fanta. Flat Fanta's probably a better.
That's my old DJ name. Hey man.
It's probably so Pedialyte I use to hydrate. So I learned this some time ago from a professional athlete.
It's Gatorade with Spurs.
Actually, Santana Moss told me this.
Really?
He said that when he used to go to practice, he used to kill a Pedialyte because he knew he was going to be dehydrated. Sure. And then kill one afterwards to rehydrate himself,
That's
right?
smart.
Outside of the normal go-to.
The science makes sense.
Now, I'm no
Your ride's here.
athlete. Thank you. But I went on a bike ride yesterday. It was like 99 degrees.
Yeah.
So
don't I know it.
I killed one yesterday.
Okay.
And then went on like a 2-hour bike ride, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Do you chill it? I sound like Larry King. Do you chill it? Do you drink it cold? Because it seems like it would be better cold.
when I have enough time to chill it,
Right.
it's so much better.
I would think so.
So much better.
Yeah.
But then I got home and I'm like, man, I'm not feeling so hot. Like I was lightheaded. Like it just didn't seem like things were going right.
Right. Not going your way.
And I said, well, I guess I got to crack open the other bottle. So I kill that.
Right.
Right. Because we had to record Bode last night. So
Sure.
on my way to Bode. And then I had to stop by Fairfax. That's a different story. But regardless, then I wake up this morning and I'm like, whoa, like I'm still tired. Like I'm still logy, right?
Yeah.
Now it could be the NyQuil that I had to take half a bottle to the head because I need to go to bed. But I feel like it's just this sudden turn of actual temperature from 70s to 90s. and actually doing work outside my usual routine,
it's not healthy.
it's not healthy, right?
Not at all.
The temperature should be a gradual shift, and that's one of the reasons I like this area. Is we do have season changes, but I don't like when it goes from 60 to 95 in a day.
Can you overdose on electrolytes?
Yes.
Yes,
You
you can. But
can?
are you drinking water with that?
No, this
Okay,
tastes
that's
so
your
much
problem.
better.
That's your problem
Yeah,
right
but
there.
why-
It tastes so much better.
Yes.
A, water sucks. A.
Oh,
B,
I'm so with you.
this,
Sorry.
this Pedialyte. Think about it. Why do I want to keep on going back to the sink or my filter to refill when I can just walk around with one of these guys?
Because you need both. You need electrolytes and water.
Yeah.
They work together.
Ah.
That's how.
Did you learn nothing from that movie?
No,
That's what
I drink
plants
water. I've got a
crave.
little.
Yeah.
I've got it. Okay, I sound really dumb right now. I'm sorry.
Right now.
I do drink water because I have a little Camelback that I ride the bike with. So that's
Okay.
water,
Okay.
right? But you tell me my ratio has to be even?
No, your ratio should be
More
I would
water
say
than-
twice as much water as Pedialyte.
Dude, I'm too electrolyted up.
That's the problem.
Yep.
Yes.
My Uncle George was hospitalized once from
Really?
over electrolyting. Yeah.
What did he drink? Too
A
much
Gatorade.
Gatorade?
It was a blazing hot day on the golf course, and he just kept killing the Gatorades, and he had to be hospitalized.
It's like that kid with caffeine that died.
Yeah.
That was rough.
And I like that when that happened, this kid loses his life, and Todd says, how much caffeine is too much? Like, he's going to just push to the level, like, 12 cups of coffee is too much. I'll stop at 11.
Yeah. Okay, so
I think it's case-by-case basis.
I want to
really.
retract the last 10 minutes of this show. Do not do what I'm doing.
Do you want to call Santana Moss?
No, I don't want to call him. He's an athlete. The man's still in shape, for God's sakes.
Yeah, well, you think you can make it through the show?
I can make it through the show,
Atta
but I
boy.
will say this. I'm not going to let this go to waste. So
No.
I'm going to go ahead and
Hey,
drink it
what
now.
about this? There's probably, I'm guessing, about 4 ounces in there,
Yes.
right? Maybe 5 ounces.
Yes.
What if you had one of our lovely interns go out and cut it with water from the water cooler?
Oh, no.
But hold it. Let me finish.
Yes.
Because then it would be chilled and the ratio would be
That's
right.
the best way to do it.
I get it, guys, but I'm not a snob when it comes to prep foods, right?
Okay.
I'll just take my waters and I'll take my drinks at room temperature. You know why?
Why?
Because that's how Daddy did it.
Okay.
And that's how Daddy's daddy did it in Latin America. We didn't have fridges.
Yeah, Daddy's not listening. Electrolytes, it's what plants crave. And we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will do the mailbag because it's all about you on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get to know our friend at KCJJ, Steve Bridges. Did you know that Steve has been on the air since 1965? That's nearly 100 years. He is a member of the Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He got the nickname Captain Steve when he served at Pearl Harbor. Steve invented the phrase, the 10th caller wins. He wears glasses not for vision, but only to make himself look smarter. Steve played Mickey in the popular 1950s show Circus Boy. His cartoon-styled voice inspired the character of Joe Rockhead. And he owns and operates the mighty 1630 KCJJ, the terrestrial flagship broadcast home of the Mike O'Mara Show since 2009, which happens to be the best show on KCJJ. Thank you, Steve, and thank you, KCJJ. You are the best.
1630 KCJJ.
See, I have a vested interest in you surviving the day because we have a bonus show to record
Bonus.
today. And the TMOS bonus show, have you heard about it?
Oh.
Good stuff. Tell you what, it's like the regular daily TMOS show, only better. No censorship to slow us down, no commercials to get in the way of the fun. It's no holds barred, and honestly, it's the most fun we have each and every week.
I'd actually like to kill It's Like the Regular Show. Just say it's like a show that you haven't heard on our regular podcast.
That's
right?
true. That's very
because
true.
it's complete. It really is completely different. The things we get to. Actually, I'm a little embarrassed that Emmy's here today because she gets this is her first foray into the bonus show. She's coming in hot into the TMOS world. I would say that the bonus show is usually not safe for work. It's something that you don't tell your friends about because you're probably embarrassed that you've both heard the same.
It's a little bit like a secret club.
Yeah, it's risque.
Yeah.
Now, by not telling your friends doesn't mean you don't spread the word. You just don't tell mixed company. You're not going to be like at an NPR convention and be like, hey, you hear that latest bonus show?
Yeah, you can talk about Pedialyte all day.
Yeah, all day.
Yeah, I got topics today. Don't put Botox there. But the thing is,
God.
Sorry. But
It's informative as well.
What
There
you
you
need
go.
to know, you listen and you learn. The future of the show depends on it. quite honestly, by subscribing to the bonus show, it makes the other 5 shows a week possible.
Yes.
That's why we need
Cornerstone.
your help. So go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click on that bonus banner. You'll get access to all the bonus content, and you'll be helping us to continue for years to come. Plus, you'll never look back. It's going to be the best hour of your week.
Boom, bam.
Thank you so much. Now, after all this delay, I meant to do this in the front of the show.
Damn it. Forgot about that.
It's your
I thought it was
weekly letter.
Thursday's birthdays.
No, it's mailbag.
Wow. All these years.
It's what plants crave.
I'm an idiot.
You're not.
I've just been pounding these Pedialytes like I had kids.
You've cheated death.
I don't know what happened.
On the time. It's the mailbag, now tighter and brighter for your listening pleasure. Happy Thursday, everybody.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Oscar, to the Ford kids.
Ford!
The Fords, not Rob.
Henry
though.
Ford.
Betsy, a new fan of the show, is turning 1 today. And happy birthday to Joel, who is turning 10 on the 27th. Good kids both.
Great name. Strong name, Ford.
Yeah, Joel Ford, Betsy Ford.
Made in America, I bet.
Well, I would hope so. Maybe they took a cruise. Happy 11th birthday to Sylvia Medicus, who was incorrectly referenced on the show last month during a birthday greeting for her father as being a boy. Sylvia is not a boy.
Oh.
She would like everyone to know that she is definitely a girl. She hates trucks and wrestling equally. And we say to her in German, Glücklicher Geburtstag, Sylvia.
Oh, thank you, Sylvia.
Happy birthday.
Thanks for the clarification. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Help me wish my lovely wife, Angie, a happy birthday. She'll be turning the big 50 on May 24th. Sure, she's glad you mentioned her number. We used to listen to you on the radio, so ever since my wife discovered the podcast, we've been listening nonstop. If it's not too much trouble, please sing her the traditional birthday song, signed Richard Fickle.
All right, let's ramp up for
Okay.
it.
Now, this
Everybody
is,
give it some solid energy.
For 50-year-old Angie, okay? Here we go. Electrolytes. Have a good one. Oh, and we got a letter. This is a solid letter that came in the mail, and I love this. Hello, Mike, Rob, Oscar, Pony, and all the others whose presence graced the studio today. My name is Mary Deaver, and I'm writing you from St. John, New Brunswick, Canada. Boo!
Boo!
The enemy.
Are we booing them? Oh, the enemy.
Yeah, all right. Why are we booing?
Sorry.
We are located about an hour away from Calais, Maine. My husband and I have been listening to the show for about 4 years now, and about 6 months ago, we subscribed to the bonus show. The best.
Big
Thank
win.
you so much.
Thank you.
I am back to April 2015 and listening to the older episodes. Oh, she's listening to the entire catalog. Wow. We love the show and want to thank you for making us smile each and every day.
That story arc in 2015 was pretty wild.
That was.
Yeah, up
Crazy.
and down, up and down. Mike moved. I think Mike moved.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah. And that was without incident.
You'll see me melt down roughly in August of that year.
I remember.
Yes.
He needed more electrolytes. This letter has a twofold purpose. First of all, we spotted the enclosed item when we went shopping, and it screamed Oscar to us. Oscar, they
please.
sent you a gift with your name on it there.
Nice.
Now, maybe more individuals than Shannon can benefit from the pep talks. Maybe at the live show. What is
These
it?
are 100 pep talk tickets. One ticket per pep talk. You cannot go wrong.
She actually says you should sell these at the New Orleans
There
show.
are 97 tickets plus 3 golden tickets. I imagine if I'm playing by the rules, the golden tickets get you out of the pep talk.
That's awesome.
Right?
That's very cool.
Oh,
So-
no. I would look, I love selling things. Everybody knows that about me. But these are going to be great. And if I can set up a camera like the cat cam,
Winston cam,
I will pop these out in front of Shannon inside the house. And you get to see her reaction. I can set that up.
You got to Instagram that.
Yeah, I will set it up and I'll say, Shannon, hold on a sec. And I'll reach into my backpack / messenger bag.
Yes.
And I'll pull them out and you will see her either melt down or deck me.
No, I think what we're going to see is an MGM 1950s Hollywood style kiss.
Either way, I think we're going to get some clicks.
All right, now this is awesome. And
Thank you.
The Mary's letter continues. You're going to love this. And speaking of the live show in New Orleans, here is the second reason for the letter. My husband, Mike, enters his 50s on May 18th. That's today, isn't it? Yeah. He is a postal worker who delivers mail door to door. While he's delivering letters, he listens to your show. I would love for you to be the one to reveal his birthday gift to him. Could you please let Mike Deaver know that on November 4th, 2017, we will be at the House of Blues in New Orleans to fulfill one of his 2 bucket list items, to see New Orleans and to see TMOS live. Thanks, and keep the funny coming, Mary Deaver.
Oh,
you
Mary
are a great
Deaver.
wife. No pep talks for her.
No, that's a big win.
That's awesome.
Take notes, ladies.
Hello, gentlemen. I am requesting a birthday greeting from my brother Zachary Nietzsche from Sacramento, who came into his no money 20s last Tuesday. A few years ago, I submitted a birthday request for him when he turned 16. At the time, he was going through a rough patch that most teenagers experience. In my letter, I proceeded to describe him as a complete asshat. Rob correctly described him as most likely an uber dick. I'll stand by that. I'm not sure why what he took away from this public shaming, but called that his best gift ever. Although his uber dickish teenager ways have subsided, he currently stands at a crossroads that many 20-year-olds struggle with. He is changing majors, potentially transferring schools, and considering pursuing the ever brutal career of comedy writing.
Man,
wow.
we call that transitioning in our work.
Yeah, his family wants to let him know that whatever he decides, we are 100% behind him and proud of him. If you have any advice for him as he begins his next phase in life, I'm sure he would greatly appreciate it. I think I speak for Zach when I say thank you to everyone at TMOS for producing a show where we as brothers can share a laugh. Forever a fan, Ryan Nietzsche. Do you have any advice for the comedy writer?
All right, how far into his career is he?
Well, he's 20.
his college career?
He's 20,
So
so
he's like second year?
probably.
Yeah, right? Look, man, I'll say this, that there's going to be people that say you have to go all in because that's how you can actually break through and accomplish. And where is he from?
Sacramento.
Okay. And accomplish your dreams and follow them through. I get it. And they're absolutely right. There is a certain level of pressure that you put yourself under in order to either succeed or fail, and you'll know fast, right? The other side of that argument is if you have the opportunity to get a foundation of an education that could actually aid you within your pursuits, that's a true positive as well. And I'll give you an example. For a comedy writing, you don't there is no linear path really in the world of entertainment overall to get to where you need to get to. That's why it's so competitive.
It's weird
because
right.
you don't have to have an undergraduate degree in order to learn how to really write. But I would say that, at least for me, and I can speak from my experience, my undergrad integrated marketing degree helped me outwit and outwork those who had more talent than me and had probably had more passion than me for broadcasting in order to get in a position to get the gig.
Knowledge will always help you. And also, I will say this as far as comedy writing, if you want to know how to write a joke, you got to know a lot of stuff about a lot of things.
And by the way,
Yes,
you
absolutely.
also need to know how to write.
Exactly.
Like, you have to take those level 100 classes to give you that foundation.
Oh, and I have one other piece of advice for him. If you do start comedy writing, don't post it online because Conan will steal it.
Yeah, and Grammarly, for those of you using Grammarly, it's pretty good. It's not perfect.
No, it doesn't. It hasn't saved me. Next letter.
Well, you're reading today.
Hello to the boys in bed with me every night.
Oh, this is nice.
When I moved away to Seattle in 2004, I was so sad to lose you guys. So when you went to a podcast, I did a happy dance. I always have a hard time falling asleep, and so your sexy voices are in bed with me every night and in my dreams. So I'm asking for a sexy happy birthday for myself on May 23rd. Having been married for 25 years, I don't get those type of birthday wishes anymore. Thank you. Bonus show subscriber, lost my .name purchaser, and Vistaprint user, Stacy.
Oh, yeah, Stacy.
You have sexy words for Stacy?
Oh, Stacy, when you're going to bed, reach down and take those socks off.
Stop it.
Because your feet will start to sweat. It's the worst.
Pony, can you save us?
Hey, Stacy, I hope you don't have any kids, because if you do...
Stop it. Listen, I've been married over 20 years, and I know the sexy word she wants to hear.
What's that?
Stacy, I put the laundry away.
Gross.
She's so turned on right
Gross.
now. Dear Mike, Rob, Oscar,
All of
Pony,
those
and
were
interns.
Hetero.
I am currently sitting in the ER. Guilty. I am currently sitting in the ER at 2 a.m. after a late-night allergy asthma attack. After the ambulance ride, the EKG, and getting my gender wrong on the bracelet, whoops, and having to explain my problem to an overtired double-shift nurse, I laid back in my bed and let out a sharp laugh. As I looked on the wall to see that I was being treated by Dr. Jones. All I could hear as I was poked and prodded was Mike's impression of Belloc from Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's all I could do to keep from saying, "Hello, Dr. Jones." What?
Dr. Jones. Again, we see there is nothing you can possess which I cannot take away.
And as Pony said, he's got the villain accent.
The communist accent.
Hello, Dr. Jones. My wife is dumbfounded that I'm writing you bare-chested from my emergency room bed. I told her that she did not get it, and I always go shirtless whenever I write TMOS. Thank you for the continuous laughs and the TMOS feed in the app that allowed me to listen through all the Hurry Up and Rate. Respectfully, Perry Ryle of Burke, Virginia. Hurry up and wait, I should say.
Well
Hope
done.
you're okay.
Well, I like that people are thinking about us when they're either in the hospital or in bed.
Yeah, I like that too.
Right?
Hello to all of you at TMOS. My husband, Jamie Ferranti, has a birthday coming up this Saturday, and I would absolutely love for all of you to announce it on TMOS. Okay, Jamie Ferranti has a birthday this Saturday. There you go. He's an avid listener to the show every day.
You're so hostile about that.
Well, I mean, she's bossy.
All right.
All right. We are also lucky to have him by our sides and can't imagine life without him. We would like to thank TMOS staff for being... thanks to all the TMOS staff for being you and completing his day every day, especially this day. Signed, his wife, also amazingly named Jamie Ferranti.
Really?
Yes, but without the E.
Jamie Square.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I guess they can share cufflinks. Dear TMOS crew, over the past year,
confusing.
I've been...
Jamie? Is Jamie there?
Jamie.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you're not marrying someone named Oscar.
No. But I guess Rob.
Well, it could be a
Robbie.
Yeah.
Pony. Could be, yeah, that's gender neutral.
Yeah, that's
Pony.
true.
Well, I mean, Matt himself is gender neutral. Dear TMOS crew, over the past year, I've been force-feeding my wife, Alicia Smith, small doses of the regular show and the bonus show. Over that time, she's become a fan of the show and of Mike's impersonations. We used to look forward to listening to the show together on Fridays when we both had the day off. However, I was recently laid off from my engineering job, and she has stepped up big time to support our family by returning to work full time.
Oh, that's sweet.
Awesome. Her birthday is today, and she will once again be turning 39. Could the gingerbread man tell her that her out-of-work bum husband loves her very much and thanks her for keeping it tight all these years? Also, tell her to wipe all that birthday cake off her face. Thank you guys, and keep up the great work on the show. Bonus show subscriber and TMOS Amazon page user Jeremy Smith. So can gingerbread man talk to, her name is Alicia Smith.
Alicia. Yeah, sure. Thank
Okay, thank you.
Alicia! I passed the Muffin Man the other day, and he said you had to go back to work because your bum husband lost his job. While he's building that laundry basket, you're earning that paycheck, keeping it tight. You're an example to everybody in this land.
Do you know, Gingy?
Yes.
Almost every day when I come into work, there's one reason that makes me glad I came in. And when you started talking, our new intern literally covered her mouth. She was that shocked. So there you go. That's the gingerbread man.
Keep it tight.
For Miss Smith. And we appreciate it. Hello, all. My husband Dan and I are big fans and are excited to see you in New Orleans. Our 10-year anniversary is coming up this Saturday, and I would just be grateful if you could wish Dan a happy anniversary this week. By the way, Dan got the chance to play a round of Overwatch with Oscar, and they won.
Nice!
Yeah, overtime.
By the way, there was an article that came out that talked about like what's some of the 3 top things you're not supposed to put in your dating profile.
Yes, I saw
One
that.
of them is PC gaming.
Really? That'll drive people
Weird.
away?
Yeah, and what you also don't know is that this past Saturday night, I went over to Todd's house, and I brought my PC over there.
Yes.
And we had a LAN party, and when I opened the door...
A what party?
A LAN party.
What's that?
It's something people used to do in the 80s when the internet wasn't that fast. And I remember walking in with my big PC, much like we have here at the studio, right?
Rocket ship.
Under the console, and... Todd's girlfriend looked at me like she was just disgusted. Like I brought my Xbox over and it just wasn't working out, right?
Right.
And I said, I'm just here for 2 hours. I swear. I'll leave in 2 hours.
How long were you there?
Probably 4 hours.
Yeah, double.
So time flies.
It does. It
Time
surely
flies.
does.
Yes.
It was a good LAN party?
It was all right. I can
Does
tell
that
I
involve
wa-
putting keys in a fishbowl or anything?
No, you just
Usually.
you take your computer over and you play the same game, but in the same room, and you drink heavily.
You're
as
on
an
the same
adult.
local area
Yeah,
network.
it's just a whole.
LAN
It's really
party.
nerdy, but it's everything. It's everything a woman doesn't want to see in her man.
Luckily, you're already spoken for.
Yes.
Sorry, ladies. He's taken.
We've got a quick call if you
we
don't
wanna
mind.
take a
Pony's
call?
going
Sure.
crazy
Yeah,
if
I
you don't
know.
mind.
OCD.
Do you want to give away? You can actually answer the calls. Do you
Yeah,
want to
I
give her
just
the
did.
phone number if you don't mind, Rob?
Oh, sure. It is.
Yes.
If you want to call us, 1-888-920-MORE.
Thank
That's
you.
1-888-920-6673. And now, here's the pony portion of the show.
Do you have the caller up?
We
I
have
do?
him. Carrie,
Hello, caller.
you're on there.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, guys. I got anxious about calling in yesterday because I didn't want to be the one that called in on Mike's show to wish him good luck and then ended up being the kiss of death. So good luck, Mike, with everything going on with the surgery and everything. And Oscar, are you going to be on Overwatch tonight?
I'll be on Overwatch tonight. Yes. Am I
This
playing
is,
with?
Carrie.
Am I playing with you or am I playing with your boyfriend? I don't know what's going on.
Well, I'll be playing sometimes, and then when you guys are doing really well, it's him playing. When you guys aren't doing so well, it's me playing. Fair warning.
Oh, got it. How about less of you and more of him, if you don't mind? Just,
All right, I'll let him know. Thanks.
I did notice that you have your. I guess to be fair to everybody at home, because we're not in the know, there's a gamer tag. They're gender neutral. You don't know if it's a girl or a guy, right? So we have a listener that plays with us, but her boyfriend's really good. And Carrie, who's on the line right now, is really bad. So sometimes,
Not my Carrie, by the way.
when you're
just so we
playing
know.
on a team,
Hi guys,
and Todd's super drunk, he's like, "Man, that listener's horrible." Now you can't hear that, Carrie, because we're in a private conversation. But when you're doing great, you're like, "Man, that listener got a lot better." So when we're fighting it out, doing it out,
it changes.
Yeah, it changes. Do me a favor. You can play 1 out of 5 games. That means we'll only lose 20% of the time. Fair?
That's fair.
Okay,
All right, and
thank you.
Carrie, before you go, may I ask a personal question?
What's up?
Do you have any kids?
I don't.
Okay, call Pony.
She's taken.
Okay.
All right, let's hang up.
Couldn't hurt.
Thank you. See you tonight.
Thank you very much.
It's nice. See, this is how I engage with listeners.
I love it.
I nerd out with them on headsets in my home.
I hold in my hand the final letter. And it says, hello, TMOS gang. On May 24th, I will turn the ho-hum who cares age of 38. It would really perk me up if you guys could give me a few hip hip hoorays with the help of Mel Gibson.
Oh.
Deepest regards, Todd Erdman. So I guess we can do 3 cheers for Todd. You want to help us out? Ready? Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! I am so excited.
Was that
to
when
do
he
this.
was
I missed
ranting
that
out
Yes,
so much
it was.
about the hot tub?
Well, there was something about we're going out to dinner. Hooray! So, Mr. Mel Gibson.
Alcoholism is a bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know. I deal with it pretty well.
Yeah, but I've never seen or heard tapes of you yelling about a hot tub or yelling hooray in that manner.
That's right. Well, I always treat every mic as if it's hot. Learned that in college. We will step away, and when we return, it is hot in D.C., and I just got a new air conditioner, and yet my house is still hot. I have much to discuss when we return on the Mike O'Mara Show.
It's Tony and Gary.
Hey there, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tony Perkins.
And I'm Gary Stein.
And on this week's episode of the show, Gary is very angry about his experience at the bitter end.
Well, I'm not really bitter about it, but I mean, a lot of people there did things that I didn't expect, and they were inappropriate, and I had to talk to people and say, you know what,
Gary,
you can't
Gary.
be like that.
Gary,
What?
this
What?
is a promo.
What?
Save it for the show.
Oh, okay.
Also on the show, we're going to talk about LeVar Ball and his crazy ego. Check it out, TonyPerkinsShow.com. Subscribe on iTunes and download the Tony Perkins Show app.
The Tony Perkins Show.
Good guys, Tony and Gary. Check them out on the app, and also you can access them through our website as well. So please check it out. I like that episode. Now, this portion of the show brought to you by Lyft. You know that Lyft is the best way to get from here to there. We've been talking about them for months, and we love the service. But it's also the best ride-sharing app to drive for. And I know a lot of people are looking out of ways to pick up a few extra bucks. Check this out. With Lyft, you can pick your own hours and work when you want. Lyft can make driving the best job in the world. Only Lyft offers in-app tipping, so when you drive for Lyft, you keep 100% of the tips. Drivers have been paid over $150 million in tips since the feature was introduced. $150 million. Express Pay lets drivers get paid almost instantly. You don't have to wait for your cash. It's right in your pocket almost instantly. And Lyft has taken the guesswork out of pickups. The new AMP device uses color coding to help passengers find their drivers. Have you seen this yet?
No.
It's like a light-up thing in the window of the Lyft car.
Oh, I have.
And it's different colors. So
That's
you look for
why
the orange
my
lip or the purple
orange
lip.
matched with the orange. It made it so much easier.
It's
Yes.
so cool. You can
Makes
earn
sense.
hundreds of dollars a week plus tips. And if you want to make more money, you drive more. It's never been easier to give yourself a raise. Simple formula, Oscar. Happy drivers mean happy passengers. And maybe that's why 9 out of 10 Lyft rides get a perfect 5-star rating. So listen up. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
All right. I was talking to my girl about this. If I had the time and I could get $500 to just drive around, talk to people, and make some side cash,
Yeah.
why wouldn't I?
It's a perfect job.
Right?
It's a perfect job.
Especially if you're a people person.
Yes.
Like, if you like talking and flapping your gums, you don't get paid for it like we do, barely. Do that.
Why can't we have in-app?
Side cash.
Is there a way the podcast could install
Dude,
in-app tipping?
I'm telling you, if I had the time, I'd be side cashing it all day.
It's awesome. So if you want to get involved, you can join the ride-sharing community that believes in treating people better. Just go to lyft.com/TMOS today. That's LYFT. Lyft.com/TMOS.
My best Lyft driver, and they're all great.
Yeah.
Had a disco ball in his car.
Yes.
And a bunch of Jolly Ranchers, and it was party time. Like, he had great energy,
Like a rave.
And it was his side. It was his like part-time job that he would do in the afternoon. He worked for the government,
right?
And in the evenings, he'd had a disco ball in his car and a bunch of Jolly Ranchers. He loved meeting people.
Probably the highlight of his day.
Fun.
That's great.
Go to lyft.com/TMOS today and you can get a $500 new driver bonus. That's lyft.com/TMOS. Lyft.com/TMOS. Limited time only and terms apply.
Nice.
So, hot in D.C.
Oh, hot in the city.
Unpleasantly hot.
I walked
yesterday.
out today and I said, and I had like,
It's
again,
already hot early.
The move when you leave your house and you have not showered, you're welcome, is to essentially look like you're going to go work out, but you don't work out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I live by that.
Yes. No, it's the same move that with girls with yoga pants. When you're wearing yoga pants, I know you just woke up. Like, I know you're putting zero effort, and I know you think those black pants look like you could be transitioned throughout the day. You're just not doing anything. And look, my girl, she's a yoga instructor, right?
Right.
Half the time, I don't know what she's doing with her life, but when she has black yoga pants
Can't you
on,
focus on the half the time that you do.
I'm just saying. When she's got black ones on, I'm like, you just woke up.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I put the key to the door, you jumped up, threw them on, and you're pretending like something's happening upstairs, right? Just got out of bed.
I'm up here yogaing.
Yes. So when I walked out of the house and I have these sweatpants and like it looks like I'm going to work out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's almost 80 degrees already.
Yeah, I left the house a little after 7 and it was already hot. It was
Right?
But here's the deal. As you know, you got a new HVAC system.
Yes.
Mike got a new HVAC system. About 3 weeks ago, I got an entirely new HVAC system because my house is about 12 years old. I've only been there 8 years. But for the first 4 years...
That's a fairly new house, though.
It is, but for the first 4 years, from what I was told by the guy that looked at it, the original owners never maintained or did any sort of yearly maintenance.
Oh, you're not on
the
a
AC
maintenance plan?
Well, we are now.
Yes.
But the first 4 years on the train system, it was filthy. So it was working too hard.
Isn't it 8 to 12 or 10 to 12 that you have an AC system?
They're saying about 10 to 12
Right?
now. Yeah. So I mean, it was about time. But there was also some issues with the heating system. And so we went ahead and replaced that too.
HVAC.
And I never felt that the AC was adequate to cool the house. It would just seem like it was right, sort of at the level.
Would you get cool air coming out, or was it always kind of like lukewarm?
Oh, it was cool.
Okay.
But one of the
Sometimes
problems
when you have that issue.
I don't want
I've got that going on right now.
I don't want to make it sound like I live in a palace, but we have a few rooms with very tall ceilings. It's the design of the
vaulted.
town. Yes.
Must be nice.
Well, with the 12-foot Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to need the stepladder out to put the star up. But it's hard to cool a room that's got that much cubic.
Yes. When
So-
you have so much space like the Spiwax in Leesburg, you gotta find the right unit.
And you don't want the Elvis memorabilia to get overheated.
No.
So
or alcohol melt from a face. That happened, right?
It did,
I'm
yeah.
mistaken.
We had an Elvis decanter. For those of you just joining us, if you're just getting off an airplane, I had an Elvis decanter full of bourbon, but the cork dried and cracked. And because of the expansion of the warmth, Elvis was literally sweating bourbon.
It's stigmata.
Yeah, it was. It was like bourbon mata. I came down to my basement where my Elvis area is. Please don't judge me. I have an Elvis area in
And
my
an Elvis
basement
bathroom.
and an Elvis bathroom, and I smelled bourbon. I said, "That's funny. I was drinking beer last night, and I looked, and Elvis was sweating bourbon. It was all of my favorite things at once." But so we had a new HVAC system installed, and I sat down at my desk yesterday, and it was warm in the house. AC was running. House temperature was like maybe 76, 77. AC had been set at 70. And as I sit at my desk, which is in the basement, not far from where the outside air conditioner unit is,
yes,
I hear it click on, ka-tung, and then, hung, and then, ka-tung, and it clicks on and off about 9 or 10 times. Just starting, stopping, starting, stopping. The fact is that the house is not at the proper temperature, so it should just be running. Okay.
Yeah.
So I called the people that installed it not long ago. They remembered me, and I said, "I think we got some problems with the air conditioner. Could you come out and look at it?" He said, "Is it an emergency?" I said, "As far as I'm concerned, yeah, it's an emergency."
Whoa.
He said, "Can we come out tomorrow?" I said, "How about you come out today?" And they said, "Between 2 and 4?" I said, "Yep, I'll be here." So they come, and they go, and we go out. There's to the backyard to open the double doors open.
Yes.
They walk out, the air conditioner's out there, and they look at it. And the first thing they do is they've got some sort of magical thing with 2 dials and hoses, and they hook it on there. And the moment they hook it on, it goes ka-tung, gook, ka-tung, gook, ka-tung, gook. And he looks at me, he says, "That shouldn't be happening."
No,
and I said,
I hate when people do that.
That's why you're here.
Yes.
That's why you're here. And so he checks it out and he says, "Well, it's low on Freon." I said, "Well, that sounds like that's on you." He said, "Funny, it was running cool when we installed it." I said, "Do you recall the day you installed it? It was 45 degrees outside." Of course it was running cool because it was cold outside. He says, "Let me check your inside portion, the coil, they call it." So he goes and he checks the coil. He says, "Oh, this is not good." I said, "What?" He says, "Your coil's frozen solid."
How much did you pay for this thing?
It was about 3 times as much as my first car.
I mean, just say the number.
$6,000.
People know how much it
It
costs.
was $6,000.
Oh, you $6,000?
Yep.
Mine costs $11,000.
Well, you know what? I would gladly pay right now about $11,000 for a house that was cool.
Yeah, but no.
Okay, but are you trying to diminish the fact that $6,000 is a lot of money?
It's a lot of money, but it's
Maybe
not
you
a
got
lot
rooked.
of money. No, I don't think I got rooked.
You might be a rube.
I think you bought the wrong unit for your house.
No, false. Because what happened is this guy has done a lot of work in the neighborhood, and everyone is
really?
everyone has been happy with
You
him
see
thus
what
far.
happened? The neighbor said, "This is the guy," and I know I got the right unit.
Yeah, he's a Groupon.
You can't group on your AC unit.
Touche. But he's done a lot of work for friends of ours, and he's always done good work, and he's a local guy, and we like
How's
him.
it working out for you?
Not great right now because the thing is frozen solid. So yesterday, the house is already hot. Here's his diagnosis. He says, what you need to do is turn your air conditioning off and leave the fan on. He says, it won't get too hot in here because it's going to be blowing through ice. I said, oh, really? And so by the time that it's totally
you got
thawed,
a used unit. Did
I've
you get a
been there
used
before.
unit that's kind of like new?
Well, you know, I saw it come out of the packaging. So by 8:30 last night, it's 75.
A reputable house?
Yes, it's a
like
reputable house.
someone that has a commercial and a truck that has their name on the side?
Yes, there's a name on the truck.
Okay.
So at 8:30 last night, outside temperature in Leesburg, 72 degrees.
Okay.
Inside temperature of the Spiewak house, 83 degrees.
Oh, my God.
And so we were able to turn the air conditioning back on, and it's not working. Before he left, I said, what would cause this? He said, well, it could be any number of things. It could be the low Freon caused the machine to work too hard.
You shouldn't have that
That's
problem.
what usually happens.
I know. And so he added
I
the
hate
Freon.
when you get rooked.
And then the second, he says, also, your air filter might be too thick. you've got a brand new unit and they're more efficient, you might want to use a thinner air filter so less air is being, the airflow is
Less
not
resistance.
being impeded. Yeah, and he said that's causing you to work too hard. And I said, and what's the third option? He said, well, the possibility of the third option is that it's broken.
Oh my God.
I said, that's a possibility? So he's coming out today after a day of letting it thaw
you got
again.
the AC and the heat done for $6K?
Mm-hmm.
Did he fill you up yet? Did he add more Freon yesterday?
He did yesterday,
Okay,
yes.
good,
A pound and a half.
Ooh.
I'm probably paying DC prices. I get that.
And also, you probably, you know what? Granted, I live in a Ryan Homes community where everything is identical.
Yes.
So I'm sure that there is yours would have to be almost a custom job.
I mean, it was. That's what it cost so much. But still, I feel like, okay, let's say a unit costs, I think.
Stop the music. He's going to make a point.
I feel like if you got a lemon, right?
Yeah.
That you need to be as proactive as possible for them to switch out that unit because you're within your warranty.
He's going to hear from me today. But I did want to give him the chance.
Hey, when you get a chance, come on. No, you got to be a dick about things.
No, I was a dick yesterday. I told him he had to come that day. And he'll have it repaired and working just in time for the weather to be 60 degrees again.
Just from friend to friend.
Yes, and you are a good friend.
If you have to, call me.
Okay.
I can be your proxy. Because I will call.
If I call you, it's because I'm coming over to your house because your air conditioning works. I'm going to sleep on your couch tonight.
Santana Esquire will get things done.
I need to hire you.
Last night.
Because my AC guy comes at my apartment and he just laughs at me and walks out. I'm not kidding you. He just walks in and he's like, well, they shouldn't have put the register over here.
An actual bad design to start with.
Yeah. He laughs and then leaves and doesn't do anything.
I'm happy to help both.
The thing that was, I get you first.
Okay.
The saddest thing last night is when Linus looks at me panting because it's hot in the house, and all I say is, "Buddy, I know, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it, buddy."
He's covered in fur.
I know.
And he's like, "Oh man, you're supposed to take care of me. Like, turn that dial. Just turn that dial down."
Well,
cheap bastard. He doesn't know you don't AC's not working.
No, he's loving you less and less by the minute.
Yeah, but the $6,000 to him is $42,000 because that's dog dollars. So more details to come.
Good
I
luck.
will be sleeping in a puddle of my own sweat tonight. You're welcome, ladies. We're coming back. Do you have entertainment news?
I do.
Awesome. We'll do that when we come back. It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Hey, we were talking about her.
Hello, boys. It's me, Shannon. You know, the Oscar Santana Scholarship winner. Oscar just gave me another pep talk about how I need to start pulling my weight. So I'm going to help out by promoting Tech 411. It's amazing. Oscar is out right now with his Tech 411 co-host and best friend, Todd Moore. Todd's probably surfing the back plane of a router, if you catch my meaning. Anyway, tune in to Tech 411 on More Broadcasting so Oscar can become a big success and I can keep milking him dry. Buy a master's degree.
Shannon in the morning.
Hey, do you ever talk about air conditioners on Tech 411?
No. Though we have talked about the Nest, so
Yeah, the
I guess
guy
that
was
would be part of
really,
it.
he looked at me like I was from another planet. I was sitting at my desk and he said, "Can you turn the air conditioning off?" I said, "Yeah." And I went to go upstairs. He says, "You don't Bluetooth it?"
If you have the capabilities it on your phone,
It's no, the thermostat won't accept a Bluetooth. Remember, I installed this thermostat.
oh, that's right.
Oh,
So
that
it-
might be the other problem with your air conditioner,
Yeah,
actually.
man, you got your wires crossed.
Can't be.
Heat.
It absolutely
yeah,
can
you
be.
can totally mess that up in a heartbeat.
It's the most important part of your whole
Yeah,
system.
did you tell him that? Like, I put the brain in?
I did not tell him that.
Uh-oh. He's going to figure it out, and he's going to be pissed.
You are overclocking your system because you put the green wire where the red wire is supposed to be.
I double checked it. I looked
No,
on
no,
YouTube.
I've done this. My brother
Can
and
I do this
just
for a
quickly.
second?
My brother and I
Okay.
switched out my parents' thermostat. We had to do it 4 times to get it right.
Well, I did it twice.
Yeah, but you know why we had to? Because we realized we put it. It was still working,
Right.
But it wasn't working the way it should.
It has to be in the perfect spot.
Yeah.
You're going to say, "Come on, check this out, bitch." There might be troubles.
We just stopped him in his tracks. He's like, "Oh, I could have done this." You just slandered this poor man's company.
I never said their name.
And you did.
Never did.
You're right. Go ahead.
I will say this. I think it's always cute when there's lots of A's in the name, so they're first in the phone book. Aardvark Heating and Cooling. You know where I bought that thermostat?
Where?
Amazon.
Yes!
Oh, they're the best. And more.
You know you can pay for a professional install on Amazon. They give you that option.
I didn't click that box. I did not tick that box. Amazon is so much more than a shopping website. It is the best and easiest way to support this show. And all you got to do, if you buy something, say something.
Yes.
Spread the word. As a matter of fact, I want to say thanks to Robert Burnham, who bought 6 movies on Blu-ray last week, a box of Clorox disinfecting wipes, a case of sugar-free Red Bull, and 180 count of simethicone pills to combat gas and bloating.
Whoa!
So good for you, Robert. You probably feel like $1 million today. So
Blu-rays?
Yeah.
I think you get gassy in bed. I imagine you sitting on the couch or laying down.
Probably the gas is coming from the sugar-free Red Bull. That would be
that
my
will
guess.
give you gas.
Yes, it will.
It will.
Yeah, if you eat too much of it, drink too much of it, or eat it. ShoppingAmazon.com through our website changes nothing for you, but it means the world to the show. Remember, all you got to do is access it via TMOS, use the app, or go through our
Boom,
website.
bam.
Thank you, Amazon. You are the best. I haven't gotten to play this in a
This
while.
has been a while.
This is Throwback Thursday, Oscar Razzi.
Yes! Fellas and ladies.
Yes.
It's a solid day in entertainment news.
All right.
Let's start with some happy news, right?
Thank you.
Oprah is still the highest ranking celebrity on the Forbes list of America's richest self-made women.
But can she install a thermostat?
Everybody gets a car. And if you were on the Weight Watchers bandwagon, you held on to your stock, you made some cash lately.
I love bread.
She came in third with $2.9 billion. She's followed by Madonna.
So even if the air conditioning is running,
yes,
if the thermostat is hooked up wrong, it's not telling it to stop?
Yeah, it's not telling it when to run and how hard to run, and that can cause it to ice over.
It's essentially, and I'll give you the perfect example. It's the settings on that board.
Okay.
Right? If the settings on that board are not appropriate, it still works.
But
it's just not a tip-top optimum output of purity of sound.
I was so proud when I installed that.
I look for what it's worth.
And now my dog has heat stroke.
Don't tell your family.
Oh, they'll find out.
If that's what it is, don't tell them.
Carrie's gonna say, "Why is there a screwdriver out? What have you been doing?"
I would let the guy.
I will have the guy.
Yeah, be like, "Hey man, can you just double check these wires? This could be on me."
No, I'm gonna say this could be on the guy who installed it.
Yeah.
You know who installed it? Mr. Chubbuck installed it.
I would lie about it.
I always
Absolutely.
will. So Oprah's making a lot of coin.
She's making a lot of coin. I don't think this is as shocking, but I didn't know that Madonna was on that list.
She gets big money on tours.
$580 million.
And doesn't she still tour Europe a lot?
She does. Okay, so let me ask you this. Lionel Richie, Madonna, or Britney Spears, who do you see in Vegas?
I'll go see Madonna.
You would?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, I know the proper answer to that is not Lionel Richie.
No, I would see Lionel Richie or Britney Spears over Madonna.
Really?
Yeah.
I would go Madonna, Britney, Lionel Richie.
Really?
Yeah, and then I would go back to my air-conditioned room.
Celine Dion is 43rd, $400 million. She's got that residence
That
in
is big money,
in
yeah.
Vegas. Barbara Streisand at 44 at $390 million.
She just, you know what? She had a couple albums out recently. She did a duets album, so that'll line her pockets a little bit.
Beyonce, or Bae, as the kids call it.
Yeah.
46th with $350 million.
How's her sister doing?
Oh, well,
So long.
Is not on the list.
Oh, sorry to hear it.
But Jay-Z, combined with Jay-Z's net worth, they're at $1.16 billion.
Power couple
That's
is what
the
they
higher than the GDP of most small countries.
I thought you were going to say that's a lot of GD money.
Then author Danielle Steele. What is she?
Romance.
Ah, nice.
Yes.
48th, $330 million.
Rippling muscles and flowing silk.
Judge Judy still making that cash. At number 51, $300 million, her net worth.
They don't keep me around here because I'm pretty.
Taylor Swift, 55th, $280 million.
Hey, since you started this story, she wrote 10 more records.
Yes. Soundgarden.
Yes.
Singer Chris
Oh,
Cornell
sad.
dies at 52. 52, see?
I thought it was 49 for some
52.
reason. Sorry, buddy.
Look, if you were an alt-rock fan, this guy is a god to you, right?
He was at the forefront of that 90s.
I still
scene.
remember driving down in my father's 81 Buick LeSabre to Rehoboth Beach. I was 19. I was with 5 friends because you could pack as many people in that car as possible. Full disclosure, one of them was rolling a blunt. And
in front of the interns, really?
Please, marijuana's legal. So you square. Jesus.
Hey, I pass on grass.
So I remember sitting there and saying, man, can life get any better? And then the car overheated, blew up on the side of the road.
Thermostat.
Had to leave. Yes. Had to leave the
Every
LeSabre in Delaware somewhere.
Oh, it's so bad.
Call my parents and say, it was, I didn't tell them anything about the blunt. But I remember saying, hey.
Was the blunt so big it caused the overheating?
No, I hadn't even smoked it.
Okay.
Like, I was like, I got to drive. This is my dad's car. I'm not going to mess it up. But they were definitely all high and thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I didn't. But Soundgarden was just killing it on the CD player.
Yeah, they're awesome. I saw them at an HF festival.
Yes.
And his voice is unique, great songwriter. And what's weird about it is someone who has been at it for as long as he had, he was still well regarded. You know who tweeted about his death? Elton John.
Dude.
And if Elton John
Wow.
tweets about your death, you've made an impression.
The guy was a god. If you remember, there was a group called Audio Slave.
Yes.
Saw them.
Yeah.
Stage left at one of the WHFS concerts. It might have been a Nutcracker. I just remember how great they were. That's how you know someone's awesome.
Tight
They can-
band.
If they can transition from not just 2 bands, 3 bands, they're always a super group, right?
Yeah, and also when they
Temple of the Dog, right?
Right.
Going crazy.
Throw your water down. When you can perform live,
I need
too.
water. We learned that earlier in the
That's
show.
the amazing thing. That's really the acid test, is if you can
Right?
perform live. And they
Just
could.
phenomenal.
They killed it. It's very sad and way too soon.
Rest in peace. Speaking of deaths, we mentioned this before. We actually joked about it. Probably
Yes.
not appropriate. But Roger Ailes, architect of conservative TV juggernaut Fox News, dead at 77.
And that's young.
That's young, right? But I'll say this. It's so surreal that some people say that when you take someone's job, like just years later, just even months at this point, right?
Yeah.
People pass.
Oh, yeah,
It
they
takes
lose
away
purpose.
lose your purpose. You know what? It happens also with people that have been married for years and years. When one dies, it's very common for the other to die. Twins too. It's weird.
Do you think O'Reilly's on the clock?
I hope so.
No, stop! We need that man to say relevant.
Relevant.
I can never say it.
I would love to call him from heaven, though.
Yeah, oh my God. I can't wait.
Stop. No.
You're getting handsy.
But I see this with all the money and all the power, regardless of the scandal.
Right.
The guy lost his purpose.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
sad.
think that's true.
Pretty sad. As far as entertainment's concerned overall, TV shows and the way that we're consuming them, this new study says that almost 30% of your TV viewing audience is now just streaming.
That I 100%. I can really buy into that. I buy that.
Is that? But that's 30%.
A
We were like
third.
10%.
Roughly a third
before, right?
But I mean, it's. I was.
So what do you watch live outside of this dog show we were going to get to eventually?
Let's see. I watch the sitcoms on ABC. That block of sitcoms. Resident Survivor. I watch that live.
Yes.
Not many more. Because
Yeah.
the kids, you know what? And Ashley was talking about it. She can't. Ashley can't watch the dog show.
Why?
She can't watch the Talking Dog show because she has cut the cord and she doesn't get ABC.
Oh. Pony, do you watch anything live?
Only news. This is the only thing I watch live is news. Everything else I stream.
And it's like background noise, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley, do you watch anything live? No, right?
No, I only have Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon.
But you get network over the air. Do you even deal with that? Do you even
Nope.
put antenna up?
Nope.
No? Man.
I'm just
Emmy?
all stream.
No, I don't really watch a lot of live either. No.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It is weird,
Right?
And I mean, I can see the kids. They'll jump into Netflix and they'll be on Netflix all day. And occasionally, if Julia babysits, it's funny to watch like a 6-year-old kid come over and cruise into Netflix with speed and alacrity that I could never do.
Do you have
because
a-
they just boom, 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 boom.
Master of None Season 2 is out on Netflix now.
Okay.
Highly recommended. I think that Aziz Ansari does not get enough credit for how talented he
He's
is
funny, man.
outside of his general stand-up comedy.
Mhm.
There are moments. Warning, by the way, and you'll love this, Rob. First episode of the second season
Yes.
of Master of None.
Yeah.
In black and white.
What?
Really freaked me out for a good 10 minutes.
Did you check your settings?
I stopped the damn stream and then rebooted it, and I said, "Oh, I guess it's just in black and white."
That's cool. That's
And-
very
no,
cool.
it was horrible at first,
But you love it.
and then I was like, "Not bad." Then you get to the fourth episode. I'm not spoiling anything. they follow a deaf couple around, so it's quiet and subtitles for half the episode.
They're just messing with you now.
I am blown away that he makes this work, and it's funny.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Very
That's
cool.
We got one more?
One more. All right, gentlemen.
Yes.
If you had to watch any concert live, as far as a hologram is concerned, what artist do you think the UK voted number one?
The UK?
Yes.
Freddie Mercury, Queen.
No.
Is it a Britishy person?
I can't tell you that. Then you're going to get everything.
That's true. Pony?
I have no idea. Elvis?
Ashley.
The Beatles.
Well, there is something to that.
John Lennon.
Something to that.
If he's still alive.
He's not still alive.
He
John
came
Lennon
back.
is one of
He
the dead
came
ones.
Okay. And I think this is honestly whatever publication in the UK this is from.
Yeah.
That they're either high or they're just, this is kind of people voted. They voted one of these groups in.
Okay.
Just in general, right? So one of the, I'll go 3-1.
Okay.
3 is Oasis because they don't want to see them live. They want to see them as holograms.
Well, I think that was mostly voted by the brothers. Because
the
they don't
Leo
want to
brothers are
see each
dicks,
other. They
right?
hate each other.
Yeah,
right,
but they rather see them instead of stop mid-concert. They rather see them in hologram form so they can actually watch the whole concert. Then you've got George Michael.
Okay, I can see that.
Would you watch a George Michael hologram concert?
I would.
And your number one is the Beatles.
Okay.
But all 4 together.
You see,
so Ashley wins.
Atta girl. You know what would be great, though? I think it would probably be cheaper to get Ringo than it would to do the hologram.
Yeah. And it'd be funny.
We're just going to do 3 holograms and Ringo. Peace and love, peace and love.
It's going to happen soon.
Peace and love, and can you comp my parking?
That is Oscar Rotzi for your Thursday.
Thank you. We will be back in a second with some tiny little sounds after this. It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Joe, you know, on the Mike O'Mara Show, they're actually taking calls now.
It's not that hard of a technology. We're going to do it ourselves.
It looks like we have a call right now.
Is this me?
Yeah, hello?
Is this me?
Yeah, this was a horrible idea.
Yeah, hang up on that guy.
Yeah, we do a podcast. We don't like people. We don't have to talk to people. You all suck, but please keep listening.
The Rob and Joe Show, not interactive.
New episodes every week. Subscribe on iTunes, robandjoeshow.com.
Is this me?
For more information, visit us at morebroadcasting.com.
Hello?
Pony won a Potty Award for his performance on that podcast ad.
What is a Potty Award?
A Peabody.
P-O-D-D-Y.
Oh, thank you.
Not potty. What's the matter with you? Unless you're into
A
it.
lot.
Hello, musicians. Are you one of the Gallagher brothers? Are you George Michael? Are you a hologram Beatle? Would you like a big break? A great gig in a legendary venue? We're going to be generous enough. We're good guys. We're going to help you out. Listen up. November 4th, 2017 at the House of Blues in New Orleans, Louisiana. An amazing venue. You could be the opening act for TMOS Live in NOLA. All you got to do is send us a note and a video sample of your band's music, and you can share the stage with us. That's band@MikeO'MaraShow.com, B-A-N-D. That's what you got to do. Email us, band@MikeO'MaraShow.com, or click the TMOS Live button on our website. It's your first step to superstardom. You can thank us later. Contact us. We want to share a stage with you. All right, let's look at these sounds, Oscar. We got some good ones for you today. I thought this was extraordinarily funny because of the way these guys sold this. They're these nerdy guys. Not bad-looking guys, but they're nerdy guys. And they're trying to pick up girls with facts about it. I think it's pronounced a trebuchet. Do you know what a trebuchet is? Trebuchet.
It's like a catapult.
Tributary. It's a body of water.
It is a modified catapult to make it more efficient. It was a weapon in the medieval times.
Yeah.
And so their pickup
look that
line is telling girls about a trebuchet.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Oh, do you not know what a trebuchet is? It's like a catapult, but way superior to a catapult. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, why would I have that at school, though?
Well, I don't know. Like let's say you needed to move a 90-kilogram object 300 meters. In
real life.
Okay,
what exactly are you trying to do?
Let's say you're trying to
No, let's not say.
Okay, in the event that you're trying to breach a castle wall, and you need to hurl a 90-kilogram
object. Is that what you're trying to do?
Well, let's say I was doing that, right? I wouldn't.
Is that what you're doing?
Well, not at this exact moment, but I felt like it was important, and also you're really cute, and I wanted to say something to you. So, I'm Ian, by the way. What's your name?
I'm Joey.
Joey. Hey, it's nice to meet you. Here, I actually gotta go. Let's get like a crepe sometime. What's your number? Yeah.
Let's go to churro sometime. Yeah.
You wanna get a falafel or something sometime?
Sure.
What's your number?
209.
Honestly, I just thought you were cute and I wanted to come talk to you. Yeah, let me get your number.
Sure.
Wait, let me get your number.
I do have a boyfriend, but
Really? Can I get?
if you want.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Catapult versus trebuchet. If you had to pick one.
I was gonna say catapult because it sounds more familiar to me.
I love that he says we should get a falafel sometime.
Yeah.
We should get a crepe sometime. But it's funny.
It's
and
like
actually,
a line that you would put on your Tinder handle.
I love the fact that if he sold it, that I mean, I don't know how many girls totally shut him out, but
Yeah.
the ones he was able to hook them in. I thought it was pretty cool.
I think, but also,
and now we know what a trebuchet is.
Isn't it tough to say no when there's a mic in front of you?
Maybe
Or a camera,
That's
right?
true. But you know what? It looked like it might have been surveillance video. Like after the fact, so
POV.
never can tell.
Yeah.
We don't get into politics a lot, but again, they're
No politics.
But what about Texas Representative Al Green on the floor yesterday?
Oh, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he called for the impeachment of our president, and I just.
Let's
stay together. And he's saying, "Let's stay together." It's a mixed message.
But it's a positive.
It is
spin on it. I like that.
So that's Texas Representative Al Green. Thank you so much. So, did Tom Brady break the rules?
Oh, I heard about this.
This is, and you know what?
Juicy.
This is really like in The Honeymooners when Ralph would look at Alice and say, "You know what, honey? You got a big mouth."
Yeah, I would say we should send one of these
a pep talk,
packet to Tom Brady for his lovely wife Giselle.
Giselle was on CBS this morning, and you should know that the NFL ostensibly takes concussions very seriously.
Oh, they say they do.
That's what they say.
Okay.
And so if you play with a concussion, you are technically breaking NFL rules.
Concussed.
Because they're trying to protect their players.
Yes.
So that being said, Giselle Bundchen on CBS yesterday morning.
As a wife, I'm a little bit, it's, as you know, it's not the most like, let's say, an aggressive sport, right? Football, like he had a concussion last year. I mean, he has concussions pretty much. I mean, we don't talk about it, but he does have concussion.
Loose lips sink ships, lady.
That is so not good that she did that.
When you're not supposed to talk about it, you're not supposed to tell someone you're not supposed to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she doesn't know anything about a trebuchet either.
Yeah.
But they're talking about...
She's so hot, though. You'd be like,
Yeah.
Eventually this is going to happen.
Tom Brady addressed the fact that he's on the cover of Madden 18 and the Madden curse. And he actually did a short video where he walked under a ladder and broke a mirror.
I wanted to let you know that I'm going to be on the cover of Madden NFL 18. Now, I've heard there are some of you out there who might be worried about something called the Madden curse. There's no such things as curses. It's a total myth, okay? I feel like you're not really getting it. See? No curse. All good. We got this.
Yeah. Do you ever think that the curse might be the fact that your big mouth wife went on national television and said you have a concussion?
The chatty Cathy gets on national television the next day.
You know what, Giselle? You got a big mouth. That's your magic on it. But anyway.
She's a worried wife.
She's not that worried. If she's talking about it like that, the very fact that she said he has concussions, but we don't talk about it.
Well, maybe she's the genius behind getting him to stop playing. Does he need to keep playing? No.
That's true.
Look, I had a little
he
more.
can go focus on his
I
food
have
industry.
a little more background on this because we get to do that ESPN show here, right? With Dominique. People make hard choices all the time. Some of them involve wanting to have a better chance of not having any lasting side effects from all those blows when you're a professional athlete, right? Walking away from the game, in my personal opinion, is the least selfish thing you could ever do.
I think
it
you're
is
right.
selfless.
I would agree.
Because it's the passion, but you're choosing your family and your future over that.
And the money.
Right?
Oh my God, the money that he has to think about by stepping away from it.
Yeah,
it is
I mean,
truly selfless.
I mean, I take a few blows and concussions for those dollars.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take it all back.
You confuse me.
Play as long as you can.
Okay, very good. And don't marry a model.
Oh, don't do that. You can't get mad at her with the magic. You know what?
Here's the new game. Giselle, we're going to play a new game. It's not football. It's called the Be Quiet game. Let's see if you can win. Shh. That's it, people. Thank you for joining us for another episode of TMOS. Don't forget to update our brand new app today. Oh, it's the best. Unlock the live 24/7 TMOS stream. All messages for our weekly mailbag can be sent to me That's Rob with 2 B's at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Our mailing address, TMOS Box 32101, Washington, D.C. 20007. Thank you again for listening. Join us again for the best part of your day, The Mike O'Mara Show. So long, everybody.
Ciao, ciao.
One last thing. Please remember that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is the best way to shop for anything and everything. So, shop Amazon and get there through our website. Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Now, go in peace.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.